Hey guys, it's Pat. Have you ever let your mind wander? Get a little foggy? Lose track of what it is that you're trying to accomplish? Lord knows I have. And there's not necessarily a perfect answer on how to deal with it. But I know how I have managed to cope through some things and keep a positive outlook on my life. Sometimes the fog is definitely not something that you're ready to endure, and it's almost never something that you expect to happen at any time. But that's how it goes down. You don't necessarily get that warning shot of when that fog is about to roll in. Sometimes you just walk out the door, and there it is. And you gotta roll with the punches. But dealing with fog can be a positive thing as well. It gives you a moment to investigate yourself and your circumstances. And it gives you a purpose to analyze whatever situation that you're caught up in. So the real question is, how do you handle your fog of life? You see, it's times like these that really give you a perspective and opens up your mind a little bit to what is really going on in the world. We deal with hardships on a daily basis. The level or the scale of those hardships obviously changes. Some days it's just getting caught by that last red light, running a few minutes late to work. But other times, it's a death or an illness in the family. It's a broken relationship. It is a failed dream. The way that we handle those situations is what defines us as a person. It lightens up our character, enlightens our personality traits, and grows us as a person, as an individual. And that growth is completely dependent upon how we handle our actions when the fog rolls in. Are you a person that's going to be a negative Nancy and blame every situation on the first person you see, the last person you talk to, even if it's their fault? What really serves you by being negative about it? We're humans. You got to get your comments out, and that's fine. But don't dwell on it. Take the fog and walk straight through it. Find a way to cut through the density and keep going forward. That's your duty as a human, as a responsible human being, to find your ways to get through that darkness, to get through that fog. Are you up to the task? Look, it's not always about who sees our turmoils, who experiences the things that we go through. And it's definitely not about who we can show how we made it through a tough time in life. Hey, I did that. I overcame that. That's not the purpose. The purpose is finding your way through that troubled time. Keeping yourself grounded on the positive light that's emanating. The reason it's so hard to see in a fog isn't because it's so dense. It's because it's so much light that's being reflected off of that troublesome time. That's what you got to focus on. Don't focus on the fog. Focus on the light that's already there and get to that source of light. Find your grounding. Find your sense of positive maneuver. Focus on the light and attach to it. That way, when the fog rolls in, you just keep rolling on by. So stay positive, keep thinking, and move forward. That's your positivity for today.